Hello, everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. If you're here, it is time for abs and core. So let's jump right into it. What we're going to be doing today, guys, EMOM style workout as per usual, working for 45 seconds and then resting and transitioning for 15. This is going to apply to mainly just the first four movements and those first four rounds that we're going to do. I'll get into that here in a moment. So basically, our structure is 4 movements, 4 rounds. It's going to give us about 16 minutes of work. And then to close out, we're going to have a 30-second rest period and then a minute 30 of plank with rotation. That's how we're going to end the workout. We'll cool down after that, then we'll get out of here. So let me go ahead and get into the actual movements for that first section here today, guys. Going to be spending a lot of time on the ground, and we will not require any kind of special equipment or loading here today, just some space on the ground. So we're going to start with one of my favorites as of late, and that is just the regular crunch, kind of working on that upper abdominal strength here with those feet, knees bent, feet planted. What we're trying to do, again, we're not trying to pull ourselves up here. If we can keep the hands up near the head, but not pull on our upper body at all, that is ideal. We're trying to really just crunch and just peel as much of that upper back up off the ground as we can. Again, low back is going to stay connected. We want to act like we're really trying to get up there and crush something right under our low back, whether that's an egg or a water balloon. Use your imagination, whatever it is, we're about to crush it with those crunches up first. Next up, we're going to flip. So we're going to be facing the ground for the next one, and that is going to be our plank with hip extension. Now we have a couple options with this one. Plank can either be from the elbows or up high with the hands. If we're up high with the hands, make sure they're planted under those shoulders so we can get the best out of our shoulders for this one. So in that plank position, core's got to be nice and tight, back's got to be flat. We know this. We're going to extend one hip. So we're going to squeeze the glute hard, keep that leg straight, raise that heel up. Same thing other side. We're going to alternate each side. Now it's key that we don't let our hips kind of shift side to side here with that movement. We want to keep those headlights blinding the ground. We should just be able to squeeze that glute, extend the hip a little bit, and then come back down with that control. All right, next up, we're going to work on that coordination on the ground with the dead bug. So dead bug is that tricky one where we're moving the opposite arms and legs. So first, get that starting position down, extend that opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping that core tight, keeping that back glued. We'll work on that coordination, guys, as we go, but it's key that we just keep that whole back cemented to the ground. And then finally, we're going to stay on our backs and really move those arms in order to get some core work for this next one. So those legs are going to come up. They're going to stay glued in this 90-90 position. Arms are going to be up overhead, extended, palms up. And then we're going to wiggle those arms, not together, but separately. And while we do this, not only are we getting a little shoulder workout, but we're forcing our core to kind of react to that movement that we're creating, keeping the back glued here. So we're trying to get an extra little burn out of that midsection. That's going to be the last thing for those first 4 rounds of 4 movements. Now, like I mentioned before, plank with rotation is going to be the last thing that we do for a minute and 30, as many reps as possible. So what that'll look like from the high position is we're going to really use those shoulders, use that core, stay in that nice plank, go from side to side, trying to reach and look up past our thumbs at the ceiling. Again, you can also do this from the knees here. Just make sure that we're still nice and tight through that core. Supporting the spine all the way. All right, you guys. So that is our workout here for today. Again, we're ending with as many reps as possible for a minute and 30 on that plank with rotation. Let's go ahead and jump into our warm-up. Then we can get into the workout and get out of here. All right, so we're going to come to the ground for the first part of our warm-up. Hands are going to be planted under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. We're basically here, right here on all fours. Let's curl those toes up under the feet and then push down through those toes and through those hands, lift those knees up off the ground here. Quick primal press. Want to warm that core up. Breathe. I know it's real tight. A couple breaths here. Just staring contest with the ground. Last one. Good job, you guys. Rest those knees. Let's turn on to our backs next. Going to get a little bit more dynamic using that core here to glue our backs to the ground. Now, want to make sure, let's take a nice deep breath before. And on that exhale, we push out all the air, feeling that back be pushed into the ground here. Let's raise those legs up, bent at the knee. We're just going to move from the hips here, tapping one heel on the ground at a time. Using that core to control everything above the waist here. We want to make sure that that back stays glued in every single area. And it doesn't change even as we move both these legs. Doesn't matter which side. All right, last one here. One more each side. Beautiful. All right, you guys, you can rest those legs. We're warmed up, the core is on. We're kind of getting ready to go here. Now, before we get started, if you guys don't already have some water nearby, go ahead and grab some water. We definitely want to stay hydrated here. That is key. Even if we're feeling good and we got the ceiling fan on, like I do in here, still want to stay hydrated. All right, you guys, timer's getting set up now. Again, 18 minutes of work total. We're ending with that 1:30 of work on the plank rotation, but we will have a brief rest before we're going to get ready there to do our best. All right, timer is set, you guys. We're starting with those crunches. Again, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Let's get it going here in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on the clock, on our back with these crunches. Like I said before, guys, use your imagination. Think of something that's crushable and small under that low back. And as we use our core, bring ourselves up. Think about crushing whatever that is under that little low back space that we might have while lying here on the ground with the knees bent. Good work. Again, this is all core muscles, guys. Don't really want to be using the arms for momentum. Don't want to be pulling on the head. Keep those feet glued best you can. We're almost done. And time. All right, guys, good job, good job. Okay, we're gonna flip next. Next up is our plank with that hip extension. So I'm gonna be down here on my elbows for this first round, but again, you guys have the option, hands or elbows. All right, let's get it going. 3, 2, 1. So first things first, let's find that good plank position. Nice strong exhale will usually help us lock in those core muscles. And then we're squeezing one glute at a time, trying to raise that heel up. And as we do, guys, there's no twisting. Should be feeling that opposite leg kicking in for support. Should be able to keep that core tight, keep those hips pointing at the ground here, just blinding the ground with our headlights. Great work, everybody, great work. Squeeze those glutes one side at a time. We're almost done. Good. There we go, you guys. Push away from that ground and time. Good job, good job. Okay, we are on our backs for the next 2 intervals of this round here, you guys. We're getting started with those dead bugs here in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Arms up, legs up. We're trying to extend the opposite arm and leg and then bring it back in. Take it slow if you need to here, guys. The one thing we want to stay constant is that core gluing that back to the ground. Shouldn't matter if we got the right and the left going, or the left and the right, or even the same side, arm and leg going into each time. Even though that's not our goal, it shouldn't matter. We're gluing that back to the ground with the core. Nothing's coming up. Again, like someone's trying to pull a towel out from under that back. And time. Great work, you guys, great work. All right, rest those legs. Coming up next, we're using those arms. Don't be afraid, guys, to get really wacky with those arms. We really want that core to feel something a little different. All right, let's get those legs up, ready to go. So find that good position with the legs. They're gonna stay there. Arms are up, palms are up. Then we're just wiggling, keeping those arms nice and straight, using those shoulders here. Maybe going for a little shoulder burn as well, but that's not the focus. Focus is just staying still through that midsection, keeping that back on the ground. and trying to breathe as we do it. For me, it's already burning. We're breathing through, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. Man, this is burning. Okay. Almost done. And time. Well done, you guys. Well done. All right. Very convenient. We get to stay on our backs here because the crunches are up next. So let's take a breath or two. Let's recover a little bit. We're going with round 2 here in 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep those feet glued, you guys. Trying to crush something small into that low back. Good. We're getting more control through that midsection, pulling ourselves up. Good. There we go. Way to work, you guys. Try not to compensate or cheat with those arms in any way. We're doing great. We got 10 seconds left. Good. And it's okay if we're not coming up super high. That is not the name of the game here. All right, time. Let's relax, guys. Stop moving here for a sec. We got the plank with the hip extension coming up next. All right, you guys, this time I'm going with the high plank. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1. All right, find that high plank first or whatever plank that you're using. Let that heel come up. Should feel a nice squeeze to that glute. We're keeping the legs nice and straight. Good, there we go. There we go. We're getting it. Glute squeezes are starting to feel more intense. That's okay. You might also feel that heel drifting up and out, and that's okay. That's one of the glutes' job, is to bring that leg away from us. Good job, guys. Try and keep it to a minimum, though. Just the heel coming up. Do your best. And time. We can rest. Good job, everybody. Good job. All right, let's shake it out. We're on our backs once again. Dead bug coming up next. All right, guys, let's get it going here in 3, 2, 1. Arms up, legs up. Find that good position first. Back is glued. Then we can start to move. I know it might be feeling funny with the opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe it's not. Maybe you guys have this nailed down. Either way, it takes practice. No one ever really got this one the first time around. I've never met anybody who busted out that perfect bird dog or that perfect dead bug the first time they learned it. And that's okay. That's how we humans are. Got to learn it, got to perfect it. That's what we're doing here today. All right, time, guys, relax. Right on time there. Okay, staying on our back here. We got those arm flutters coming up next. Take a deep breath. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those legs up. Find that good position first. 90 degrees in the knees, 90 at the hips. Palms are up. And we're just starting to shake, fluttering those arms, not moving them very far, but moving them quickly, moving them with force. Using that core to try and react to this, to try and stabilize as we're kind of taking ourselves out of position a little bit with these arms. Man, this is seriously burning. Good job, you guys. Good job. Way to stay stable there. We're almost done. We got less than 10 seconds. This burning is unreal. And time. Good job, everybody. Good job. Rest those arms, rest those legs. Stay lying down, or you can sit up for some water, which is what I am going to do. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we are on to round 3. Here we go. Good. Big time crunches, you guys. Trying to crush something under that low back. Just trying to peel up as much upper back or spine as we can. Using all just those muscles up front. That's where we want to feel that big squeeze. Don't need to feel it anywhere else. Good job, guys. Try and keep those feet planted. Don't get lazy with those feet. We're almost done. Here we go, last rep. And time. Well done, everybody, well done. Okay, we are back to that plank. Feels like we were just on the plank, but we are back to it again. Take a couple breaths. We're starting here in 3, 2, 1. So find that good plank first, but guys, whether you're on the elbows or the hands, supporting right under those shoulders. We're not shrugging those shoulders up near the ears. Now we can focus on those glute squeezes as those heels come up. One at a time. As that one leg goes up, you might notice that the other leg is going to push down on the ground, really supporting. We should feel that quad firing or all those other leg muscles firing. Want to be nice and supported here today. Good job, guys. Good job. And time. Let's rest. Take some pressure off that upper body. We're on our backs once again for that dead bug here, guys. Round 3 of 4 here. All right, here we go. Let's get those arms up, legs up. Make that seal with the back and the ground airtight with the core. Then we can start to move those arms and legs. Well done, you guys. Everything should be feeling it by now. Around that belly button, we still got to keep that just as tight as the upper core that we were using for those crunches. Good job, guys, good job. I know the burn is getting there. We got 10 seconds. Big exhales will help us here. And time. Good job, everybody. Good job. Short rest here. Let's take some deep breaths. Let that tissue up front expand. All right, we're going here in 3, 2, 1 with the arm flutter. So again, let's seal our back to the ground, arms up overhead, palms up. We're just starting to wiggle those arms. Letting that core just react here, trying to stabilize off this irregular movement. Good work, everybody, good work. Come on, flutter those arms. Keep those arms nice and straight. Don't get lazy on me now. Good. 10 seconds, come on. Good. There we go, there we go. Keep those legs locked in place. And time. Nice deep breath here, you guys. Nice deep breath. We're on to round 4 here up next. And it's a quick finisher. We're cooling down and then we're out. All right, here we go. Round 4 starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's glue those feet down. Crunches coming up. Good work there, you guys. Good work. Remember, in these later sets, we can always break it up here a little bit. I'm kind of doing a little 3 to 5 action here. Just trying to make sure these reps are of utmost quality. As we start to go fast and do more later on, that fatigue is going to take over. We're just not going to get as high. It's not going to feel as good. Good. We want it to feel the same every single time if we can control it. Let's keep going. Last round. Good work there. And time. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, we're on hands or elbows here up next. This is our plank with the hip extension for the last time. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's find that good position. And we can start to move. Good. Pushing away from the ground with those shoulders, whether you're on your hands or your elbows. By now, you guys know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Maybe even doing a little bit more than you thought at the beginning of this round. So let's push it. Keep these reps high quality. Try not to rest. Try and push yourself beyond the need for rest in this moment. We're almost done here, you guys. Just seconds away from rest here after this interval. And time. Well done, you guys. Well done. Shake out that upper body. We're on our backs. Up next, dead bug, arm flutters. Ending the first 4 rounds with a burn. 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs go up here, you guys. Core is going to find that connection back with the ground. And we can start to control the arms and legs here. Just because we're late in the rounds here, we're later in the workout, doesn't mean we have to move faster. We want to still be moving just as well as the beginning. And that does not always mean faster. Great work, great work. Big exhales, you guys. If you feel that form slipping, take a little break. We got a few seconds left here, though. And time. Rest those arms, rest those legs. Great work, everybody. Great work. Okay, we are on to the arm flutters. Remember, we got 15 seconds plus 30 seconds of rest after this. So let's go hard. 3, 2, 1. All right, legs are up in position. Time for those arms to go. Let's feel those shoulders work this time, you guys. Big burn. That's what we're going for through this midsection. Try and stay up the whole time. Come on now. Whole workout, we've been pushing for this moment here, the end of our first 4 rounds. And we're going to finish strong. Good. There we go, you guys. Right now we're feeling that burn. Keep wiggling those arms. Arms are getting tired too. Keep going though. Seconds away. And time. Let those arms and legs rest, you guys. Good job. Take some deep breaths. All right, first 15 seconds of rest is coming to a close, guys. We got 30 seconds of rest here. So let's get up. Let's shake out those arms. We're going to prepare, shake out those shoulders for the plank with rotation for 1 minute and 30 here. About 20 seconds of rest left. Grab some water if you need it. But this is the final test here of the workout. How many reps can we do in this 1 minute and 30? 10 more seconds of rest. We're getting that breath back. Here we go, you guys. 3, 2, 1. All right, plank with rotation now. Good job, you guys. Good job. Again, we don't have to be rotating fast. We want to be careful with this one. We want to place those hands back in the same spot in which we left them at. Keeping the core tight throughout. We can let those hips twist because we're trying to look up at the ceiling or the sky. Reach. Good job, you guys. Got to keep that core nice and tight though as we bridge between the shoulders and those supporting legs. Breathe. We got 50 seconds to go. Good. There we go, everybody. There we go. Remember, use those shoulders to push away from the ground. We don't want to feel ourselves grinding in those joints or having those joints be what's directly supporting us. We want those muscles to work around those joints. Great work, everybody. Great work. Come on. Let's see how far we can go. I know I haven't stopped. We got 20 more seconds. My shoulders are for sure feeling it. Good job, you guys. 10 seconds. Don't let that mind break. Keep going. 5 seconds. And time. Well done, everybody. Well done. Good job. Good job. You guys hear that timer going off probably? I'm going to stop that. Still got a few minutes left here to cool down, to regain our breath. But great job, guys. Seriously, that was a hard one. Definitely we're feeling the shoulders there at the end. Glad I gave us 30 seconds of rest and didn't have that go for 2 straight minutes. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, for our cool down, we're gonna be down on the ground in our space here. Take a moment, grab some water. Even if you're not necessarily feeling it, a nice sip will prevent us from getting dehydrated. Okay, so let's start on the ground on our stomachs here. You regulars probably know what's coming next. After lowering ourselves all the way down here, guys, we're gonna pretend we're motionless from the waist down. We want the front of those hips to stay connected to the ground here. We're gonna push ourselves up to a nice little low cobra. So hands planted up around head level here. We're gonna push up slightly, wiggle those elbows right under the shoulders here so we can just rest on those elbows, keeping those hips connected to the ground in front of us, getting a little bit of bend through the spine. Let's try and take that chin up and that head up just a little bit as long as it's comfortable. And then start to breathe deeply into that lower abdomen. We really want to try and blow up that space between our pelvis and the rib cage like a nice big balloon with our breath. Stretching out some of those tissues that we were just using so much. Nice long exhales, pushing that exhale out to be a little bit longer than our inhales will help us regain control of that heart rate, help us calm down, help our nervous system find that resting state so we can enjoy dinner. Good job, you guys. Let's do one more breath. Good, and then we can wiggle those elbows out, slowly lower ourselves down here. Take a moment, take a breath here while we're all laid down just to make sure that spine came down in all the right places. From there, you guys can peel yourselves up or get up, whichever way is most comfortable. We're gonna find ourselves in that hands and knees position. Knees are a little bit wider than the hips, sinking those hips back, raising those arms up overhead. We're gonna find a quick child's pose, nice relaxing way to end this session, giving those shoulders a little bit of a stretch. And again, we're trying to balloon up that area between the rib cage and the pelvis. We're wanting to feel that lower back expand as we breathe. Good, nice long exhales. You can blow that air out like you're trying to blow it through a straw. Well done, everybody, well done. Let's do one more breath in this position. After that, you guys are free to stay in that position if you would like. Thank you guys for joining me. That is all the time I have left for this session on this Tuesday evening here on the West Coast. I want to thank you guys for coming, giving it your all. Once again, Coach Luis, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. See you guys.
Thanks,
Good job.
Luis. Bye.